Does he drive a Jeep Wrangler?
Yes, and wears tap-out shirts.
An ostrich in a tap-out shirt. Now that's something you don't want to see. That's the shit of nightmares. You see that, you know your life's coming to an end. I hate that as soon as the timer was up, you're like, what?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Hello and welcome to the Highly Visible Podcast. My name is Cullen, and I will be your Reddit user this evening. And I am joined by two very, very unattractive men. But first, we're going to start with Caden.
What? Yes. I'm here.
Present
and accounted for.
Is this what it was like to be a substitute teacher in your class? Huh? Who's Caden? Huh? Me? Okay, yeah, I hear teacher.
What?
And Dan. Dan is also here.
Yes, sir.
See, that's a good troop right there. You know, he says you say his name. He says yes, sir, yes, sir, and then he like marches around and shit. He's a good boy. Caden, you're back.
Did Dan bring an apple for you for class, Colin?
I wouldn't eat it. You bring me some Taco Bell though. That's how you get the real. That's how the teachers know. You just try hard if you bring an apple, but you bring them a Taco Bell volcano burrito, then they're like, this guy gets it. Or some alcohol.
Oh, Jaeger? You go teach?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Here, teach.
Especially for a substitute, probably really, really needed it.
What are we doing today, Colin?
Okay. No, I was trying to, just have a little back and forth to start because, why not have some friendship? That's what this podcast is supposed to be about, friendship. And you guys are like, nah, let's get right into the topic, okay? And then you you pushed up your glasses. It's fine.
I was waiting that whole time for Kaden to be like, what? That fucking kind of fell out of my chair. That happened. I'm done.
Fuck are we saying?
Today's topic is going to be Would You Rather number 3. So we're another Would You Rather episodes. They're usually pretty fun. So whoever wants to go first, you just take over.
I'll go, I guess. Let's see. Would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never get another cold? Before you answer, think about when you're laying in bed and you can't fucking breathe out your nose and you're like, you just want to die. So I do that quite often. As soon as you lay down, your nostrils clog up and you can't breathe while you're sleeping.
But I mean, at the same time, like you could also, every single time you've got to shit and there's traffic, for that problem to just be erased. Or for you to be pissed off that you have to go anywhere anyway, and then all of a sudden every addict in the town has to come out and sit at every red light.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for that to go away.
Well, luckily, we're not somewhere where, there's crazy traffic like that all the time.
Oh, now, if we were like, you'd have said trains.
For
the trains in this, for this county to be eradicated to trains.
That's true.
Dude, it's ridiculous. There has to be a measurable death toll because of the trains here. Ambulances and first responders not being able to get to because half the city is, a quarter probably is cut off because of tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they've got 400 cars going 3 miles an hour. They're just like, you buddy.
Yeah. I feel like they didn't, think about when they built all that stuff. Because
heck you.
Because when you think about it, like one train, if it's long enough, can block the entire entire city.
Multiple tracks,
yeah.
Multiple, crosses. That's the problem I have. I guess that was what I thought of when you said traffic. I would definitely take illness over just regular traffic, but
I know, when Caitlin and I go down to Gatlinburg, never freaking fails. Not Tennessee, but Kentucky. there's always traffic, bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Either we're going down and there's traffic or coming back. And you gotta wait like it adds like 2 hours onto your arrival time just because you're sitting.
That's a heavy tourist spot, isn't it? Or
Gatlinburg.
is that one of them? Yeah. Or yeah,
Oh,
Gatlinburg. Is that what you said?
yeah.
I just remember you said something about Tennessee. I didn't remember the exact location, but yeah, I imagine.
But even just
I've
heading
never been.
south anywhere, you know, you're bound to hit some form of traffic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hate laying down and my nostrils are clogged up. You can't breathe. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably take cold. I could sit in traffic. Don't really bother me.
Yeah.
Helen, what do you think?
Well, Caden, I'm glad you asked because as a known non-leaver of the house, I don't deal with traffic that much. So I think I'm going to get rid of my colds and I'll deal with the traffic that I hit once a year. I don't even remember the last time I sat in traffic for anything other than a train. So we got to be talking years.
Well, you
But when you
wouldn't.
have
You gotta leave, your town to hit traffic sometimes.
when
It's
you
true.
have this many TVs, why would you ever need to leave?
I can watch everything at once.
Yes. I can watch Spider-Man. I can watch Batman. I can watch Superman. I can watch sports. Why would I need to get groceries?
And you got DoorDash.
I exist completely off photosynthesis through the lights of my TVs.
That's
Oh my
Don't be
god.
jealous, Daniel.
you're right. How dare
Don't
I?
be. I know. You sit there every
That is
night
awesome.
looking at your
love
one.
that though. That is awesome. Photosynthesis from the light of my TVs. That is a
I know.
clickable moment.
You sit there every evening
Mhm.
looking sitting on your little sad bed. I bet it's a race car bed.
That'd
You
be
and your
sick.
wife. Never mind. We're gonna skip the first story
Yep.
that popped into my head. And second story, you got your sad little TV on your race car bed and just looking at the wall like, man, wish there was like 6 more of those on that wall.
But it's like one of them tiny ones mounted really far across the room, so you can barely actually even make out what's on it.
Michael Scott.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah,
Dan's
Yeah.
just standing at the foot of his bed,
yep.
looking at his 12-inch TV.
And he's so proud of it. Ah, absolutely.
It's a plasma.
It's a play. She cracks it. Oh, that was top notch. I forgot all about that. I have to do it.
How
at the
could
run
you
of the
forget
office.
about that since it's the only show you've ever loved?
Nah, I mean it's one of the most, but I haven't watched it since our old job. Was
We
that
don't
a
talk
year and a
about
half
that.
ago?
We don't talk about that.
We shouldn't talk about our current job.
All right, we definitely don't talk about that. Dan, do you have one that you would like to?
Yeah,
you'd like
I mean,
to say now that
keep it
we've
a
all
little
answered.
lighthearted. I think do either of you wear glasses? Like, do you need glasses? I don't believe. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so I'm gonna
No.
cut this last one off. It's one of those ones with multiple choice, but it doesn't apply to any of us. But so, which of these small upgrades would you rather have? Right? Would you rather have a muscle mass increase of 33%, gain 10 IQ points?
Beefcake.
This one is weak, I think, but I'll have to throw it in. Change your hair permanently once. You gain 2 inches in height, if you're that insecure, and or become 3 years younger.
This was a trash question. You thought
That's what I mean.
you thought this needed to be brought. There's only 2 options.
Which one? Which 2 do you think it is?
I forget the one that made you stronger.
Vain.
You know, the
Yep.
beefcake one and the IQ, and that's about it.
Beefcake and IQ.
So, do I want to be a cooler guy or a nerdier guy? These are the questions that you're asking me.
You wouldn't even be a nerdier guy. A gain of 10 IQ points for you would make you like proficient in basic math.
Really? All right, Dan. Which one of us took calculus?
I knew that shit was coming.
Say it. Which one of us took calculus? Which one of us has a trophy for a math competition in our safe?
Nerd.
Yeah, that's right.
You keep it in a safe?
Oh yeah, it's my crowning achievement in life. It was me and a bunch of fucking other dumbasses, but I was the
Got
youngest
1
dumbass.
carat gold paint on it, man.
That's right. What grade were you in?
It has Sherwin-Williams on it, bro. Can't
Just
be getting
dipped.
rid of that. I was a junior. I was the only junior on the team, and there was a bunch. It was 9 seniors, and then me as I was the only junior that placed.
How many
And then
virgins
when I
can you
went
fit
back my
into a
senior
math
year, I
competition?
didn't remember shit.
Well, so you just efficiently brain dumped everything that got you a trophy that you could covet forever.
I actually think it was just better to be in pre-calculus during that thing than it was to be in calculus.
Yeah, I bet that helps you in a warehouse. Bet that really served you.
It does. You know,
All that
sometimes I
time.
got to be finding the fucking derivative of the, the pallet size.
Mm,
You got to be finding it,
indeed.
Sometimes you got to be drawing that little squiggly letter and some numbers that I can't remember. All right, what I meant to say, Dan, was 2 plus 2
5.
equal 4.
If the party says 5, it's 5.
The party.
Mhm.
Like what kind of party?
Like not a rave, that's a little aggressive. More like an old English tea sipping party in a quiet room where everybody
I
just
thought you were talking about
clears
communist
their
Russia,
throat.
but it's fine.
Well, yeah, I just got done reading 1984, so that's like you're like 2 plus 2. That's one of the things. If we say it's 5, then it's 5. And he's like, it can't be that. I'm like, it can, and they basically torture you until you believe it.
If you think about it, never mind. We're not going down that rabbit hole. So yeah, my final answer: 10 IQ points.
Okay. Do you think 10 IQ points? Sorry, I know Caden didn't mean to like jump in real quick, but do you think 10 IQ would really make that much of a difference for you?
Why would I need that much more body mass though?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying in contrast to muscle mass. I'm just saying, do you think 10
For
IQ
me,
points?
I mean, yeah, going from like 165 to 175, that's probably pretty sick.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Listen, first, no. Okay. Anyway, Caden, what do you got? Bring us back to sanity.
I think the only two that would matter for me would be the muscle and then what about
Hair
your
color.
hair? Well, your hairdo. Like you do like
Oh
one
my
haircut.
god, this man.
Listen. I don't want to go bald. Like so, if I choose that,
That's
would
fair.
I never go bald or just
Yeah,
what?
sure. I mean, why not? It's
I
better
don't
than
know.
just being like, I'm a redhead now. Like, congrats, you
I'm
still
a
suck.
redhead.
Not you, but yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. That one's
yeah.
pretty weak, but
I probably gain muscle mass
like,
probably.
to do it like you said, like if you are balding and you could do it to that, then I would understand that. But to just change its color, like I don't know, that's they're. I mean, geez,
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh, look, what's that commercial where they're at the like a Lowe's or like a Home Depot? They're in the paint section. The guy's like, "She has blue hair." he could not say there's a girl with blue hair. He's like, "Oh, she has blue hair." He couldn't hold it in. He had to say it.
They stole that straight from Anchorman.
Oh, so good. Colin, do
What?
you have one?
No, it doesn't.
friend?
It doesn't seem like it's that good.
What?
Well, he's like, this commercial is so good. No, it's not good.
Well, if,
also,
like-
Caden, your choice is trash. Dan, did you make a choice?
Oh no, I would do.
Hold up,
I don't.
Hold up,
well,
Mister Fucking Nerd, with your 10 IQ points that you want to add. Oh, that's a trash answer, bro.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Yours. Listen,
You can
unless
do
you're
one.
you might as well
one grade higher of fucking math, and
listen here,
you
bud.
could have done.
Listen, are you listening?
Sure, I'm listening.
You might as well use your hair change to get some clown hair because that's what fucking the answer was. It was a clown answer. Get you one of them rainbow afros. Because that's the only way that makes it worth it.
If I could have afro, it'd be pretty cool.
Dan's choosing -3 years because he's insecure about being 30.
I'm not 30, but
Almost.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. So,
Is it?
part
Is
of me
it
wants
fine?
to choose the muscle mass because I don't think 10 IQ points is going to change my life. But it's only a 30% increase. That just means my boobs are going to get bigger. But like,
That's muscle, not fat.
well, I understand that, but that doesn't mean that the fat on my body is converted into muscle. I think I just sporadically gained 33% increase in muscle mass, so the fat is still there.
You have
Which
3
just means
pounds
that
of muscle currently, so that means you're going to gain a pound of muscle. I think you'll be okay. I don't think you'll really even notice. You might as well
That's
take
fair.
the IQ points.
You're fair. If we're going off like a base percentage of how much muscle mass I have now and 33% of that, then it's probably just a safer bet to take the 10 IQ points. Even though it's not going to make any difference either, I'm still going to be just slightly too stupid to change my situation.
What's your situation?
I work
I got
with
a
you.
good one actually. I have a really good
I
one.
work with
Good,
you.
good fucking, good setup, Dan.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
Got
find it.
him.
Someone talk while I try to find it.
All right. I'm just going to scroll. I got Reddit up here. So we're just going to scroll to a random one while he does that. And
Okay,
see
got
if it's
it.
worthy. Okay.
Would you rather be in a horrible situation with your best friends or be in a great situation all alone? And I like to think of this as when it says horrible situation, it doesn't mean you're about to fucking like you're about to get fucking killed by some mob dude
Oh,
and you're
okay.
tied up. Not that horrible. Like,
Gotcha.
would you rather work at McDonald's and never do fucking anything with your life with your best friends, or have everything you ever wanted professionally, but no friends?
That wasn't the question though.
But that's what I'm spinning it into.
Okay.
So now it is the question.
So
I
fail
am the
together
captain
or
now.
succeed alone, basically.
Basically,
Yeah.
if you want to put it real simple. And I haven't actually thought about this one at all. But I don't really like you guys that much. So as long as I get to keep Kaylin, like I'll think
Bold.
I'll take the succeed.
Nope. Alone.
Yeah, if you don't get to keep a significant other, I don't see how you could pick the other way.
Yeah. I'd suffer
So
through
let's
with
just
my
say
fiance.
let's just say you get to keep your significant other, you just lose the boys.
Oh, then
I mean,
yeah.
if you have kids, you'll do the same. The same thing will happen. So I'll
No,
just
the
do the alone thing.
kids it's like the end of Infinity War and they just like they turn into sand when you make the choice.
That's exactly, yeah.
Dingo one's looking at you like, "No, dad." And you're just like hopping into a Ferrari like, "Sorry, bud."
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, no. I don't know. What would it be worth?
That's the question. Thanks
mean,
for
like-
answering my question with the question.
Well, no, I'm just saying like what it depends, because if you think your success, if you only succeed for your own benefit, and that's fine. Like, I don't know why everybody thinks that's a horrible thing. It's completely fine. But if you're honest about it, if that's what you're out for, then okay. But if you can't handle being alone, but you've got this like lone wolf mentality because you got your heart broke or some dumb, stupid, current trendy thing, so you go out and you succeed alone and you're at the top alone. I mean, even famous musicians who have everything they could ever want and do exactly what they love their entire life end up committing suicide. Material things aren't going to bring you happiness. If you can't do it alone, that's the big question.
I don't know.
Well, okay, I wouldn't say they can't. I think that's standard that won't bring you happiness. I don't think that's equally applicable to everyone. I definitely don't think that's a, what do you call that? A societal standard or something like that. I don't think it's true across the board. But I don't think it would make me happy, so I would just fail together, if that makes sense. Or yeah, I think that's how it was said.
I think it would
Dan,
depend
there is no
on
succeeding for you.
the form of succeeding, because like if you had like people to help you succeed, and then at the end you're alone and you kind of just don't have them anymore, or like if you just did it on your own, because that would be a difference, I think. Because if you were like just
Right.
succeeding on your own, then I think it'd be easier when you're at the top. But I think if you have friends and stuff that help you along, to get to the top, and then you just have nobody, then that'd probably be pretty depressing.
Yeah. That's another aspect of it too. Like, yeah, is if you just hunkered down by yourself and built this by yourself, and then you're the beneficiary of it because you built it single-handedly. That's a lot different than what I'm thinking this is where like you make it and then you just have to chop everybody off.
Yeah.
I guess not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But if I build something myself, then absolutely I'm going to be the sole beneficiary of it, because Mark 5 houses down didn't contribute, so why should he be a beneficiary of it? It goes the same for the boys. Just because the boys will get a new house because they're the boys, like that's just the generosity, but like I don't know. Being solely responsible for your own success isn't a problem, isn't a bad thing for sure. But if you have to cut people off who either supported you, like you said, or that you, I don't know. Yeah,
Did you just turn that question into a second question?
I think so.
Right in front of my stupid face? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I just there's aspects of it that I'm iffy about, but I still stand by my fail together. I think so.
Dan, you're right, because you would lose me, and I just don't think that's worth it for anyone. So there you go. That's the answer for both of them. They can't afford to lose me. Me, on the other hand, I probably answer the same way, unfortunately. Make me sad,
We can lose you.
You can't lose me.
It's okay.
You can't.
Don't
lie.
Go be successful.
Dan, listen.
Good luck, Colin.
Listen, without me, you'd be if you lost me right now, you would run out your door all dramatic. The fucking it's raining and you're slow motion and you slide onto the road and you grip your hands together, look at the sky, and you're like, why, God, why? That's what you do, and then you die. Because you just don't have the will to live anymore. You just lay in the road and get ran over by your son on his.
I go like a
three-wheeler.
dog. I just heartbroken. I don't even know how that's possible. How a living organism can die from heartbreak, but yes,
that's what you'd find out. You want to learn? I'll hang up this call right now.
See Dan outside Colin's house in the rain with a boombox. Hey, big come back.
That's right.
Colin looks out the window and just closes the blinds and just goes back to what he was doing.
Yeah, I go, hey, go away, you. Go away.
Go away,
Colin's feet finder's blowing up. He ain't got time for us.
Listen, we don't need to talk about the feet finder, okay? Everyone knows I got the pearly toes. Everyone.
I got caveman feet, so.
I bet if we ever get a serious amount of listeners, someone's going to be like, was that real?
Can I find him?
Highly toes.
Highly
toes.
No more. We're done. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my God. You guys want a dark one, a really thoughtful one, or a funny one?
Dark.
I always lean funny because that's what this show's supposed to be.
All right. Well, then I'll give you guys a very thoughtful one then.
Dark.
I just want to know.
This one will make you think now. Would you rather fulfill your biggest wish or travel back in time to resolve your biggest regret?
Biggest wish. Okay, here's a side question. Do any of us actually... Okay, maybe it's a little too personal, but if it is, it's fine. Just ignore me. Does anyone actually have that big of a regret in their life?
No, I'm not answering.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
There's a lot of things I regret.
You have
my past.
Yeah, but like a serious one that you really regret enough to change it?
Absolutely.
Damn.
I don't know if I do or not.
I would give up my current trajectory to go back and alter it to where I know it would be. I would still have exactly what I have now, just in a different way.
You just would have married me instead.
Yikes! No, honestly, we never would have met.
Wow. Doesn't seem like it's worth the risk.
I mean, well, we might as well just say I would have gone back and made it to where I didn't get hurt.
Listen here.
I'd have stayed in.
I would have stayed in. I would have served my... Never mind.
No. No. And it's not anything like that. There's just shit I wanted to do, and it's a lot better. Now, like, I didn't know, obviously, that it would be what it is now, but working at a factory versus doing that, like, if you had to just break it down based off just a job, which I loved it, but, if you're just looking at it as a job, that is so much better than what we do. It's a different world, and, it's not for everybody, and there are a lot of bad times, but it's so much better.
I'm just sad because I realized that you said I would have gone back and not got hurt, and I missed a golden opportunity to be like, "Who hurt you, Dan?"
Points at Abrams' tank. Get him, Dad. Beat him up.
Who said Mom's fat?
Anyway,
I forget what the question was, but it's definitely not regrets. That's my answers. Whatever
fulfill your biggest dream. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to go with my biggest dream, my biggest wish.
Was that your answer, Dan? There's no way that's your answer.
Absolutely.
Was to go back.
The trajectory of my life would have changed completely. Yeah.
Who cares?
My biggest dream is to just provide for my family. Like, my biggest dream used to be some stupid ass like wanting to do something big, but now it's like I want to have a job where I don't mind going to work every day and to provide for my family. Unfortunately, in order for me to not have a job that I hate, I have to go to school, and it's hard to find time for that when you're working full time and all that. You know, it's all that. It'd have been a lot easier to have a job since I already had a job I liked. And just like if I'm like, hey, if I want to go do some real cool guy shit, since everybody in my family's already used to me being gone, I can go do that now. Instead of now I'm like, if I want a career change, I've got to consult 16 people and everybody I owe money to and my bills.
You're the worst.
Excellent.
You're just the worst.
Thanks, bud.
This is just a terrible answer. It's just terrible. First off, your biggest dream in life is not fulfilling your fatherly duties. Like, calm down. That's not accurate. That's not true. Yeah, I was put on this earth to give my fucking son some bread every day and then die
Some
at
bread.
60 years. Shut the fuck up.
Whole wheat.
Listen,
Yes.
Dan just walked out, held a plate with his heart on it, and you just took a cartoonish sized sledgehammer and just smashed it.
No. It's definitely not that personal. I guess it could sound personal. It's really not. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
What you're saying is you could have gone to school this other way, or you could have picked to fulfill your biggest dream, which would I'd imagine to be something way cooler than having a job that required you to go to college.
Oh, ever since I was young, my dream was to do some cool shit. Like,
God,
not in a cool way that's like, oh, they made a movie about this, but like that shit that you retire after 20 years and you're like, you know, I don't know. Things are just different because of what you've done. It doesn't matter who knows about
I'm
it.
just gonna say it. It's fucked up. It's
Why?
fucked up because your biggest dream should be that the podcast works, and now you're just leaving me and Caden in the dust. We're just over here. Dan went back to school. Just highly Cullen and Caden, highly CC, and just sad.
Highly CC.
That's your perfect fucking future, huh? That's messed up. I don't like it.
Even if
Not
I
a
was,
fan.
even when, or if, or whatever, I go to school for a change of career path. Like, if this isn't solid enough for somebody to leave and us to continue to do this, but we don't work together, then that's kind of a problem, don't you think? I would say we're a little bit past that. You're just afraid, all right?
Afraid of what?
Of change.
No, I think that's you, friend. You're
Don't-
like, I would like my life to be vaguely different.
Don't let
I'm just
Colin
mad that I don't have
fool
a boo
you.
button.
Colin could go back in time. We just zoom back to where we're at now. There'd be fucking statues of Colin everywhere. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
you know, Overlord, fucking Colin.
Overlord. I brought on this Jake guy.
We're only
He ruined everything.
we're only like 5 years away from the statues of Overlord Cullen. It's fine.
It's gonna be like Toy Story. You're gonna be what's that dude's name? Shit, I done lost it. But me and Caden are basically gonna be like the duplicate Buzz Lightyears fighting you.
Woody? I don't
Zurg?
No, yeah, Zurg.
Zurg, yeah. That's gonna be you. And then when like it's the multiple Buzz Lightyears, I can't remember which one that is. And one's got like the belt and the blaster and all that, and they all fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna go. That landed.
I look so serious, Colin.
I just want a boo button so bad.
No, you're not going to have any type of boo button.
I'll get one.
Because that would be 80% of this podcast. Anybody opens their mouth,
right.
Colin's like,
Yeah. But no, okay, so okay, so let's dive into that a little bit. You know, what is a dream that you want fulfilled? What is it? Because that's probably what you two are picking, right?
Have all the monies.
Oh, the monies.
Yeah, I'd be fine with just all the monies.
I'd be very wealthy with my fiance, which would be my wife at that point, and I have kids, and then my family is in houses where they like, they want to retire to Florida, whatever they want to do. My kids would be good, secured with money. So that would be my dream.
That was so insulting to your family.
See, nothing's good enough for you. You shut the fuck.
Listen. Shut up, idiot.
How do you know they want to go to Florida? What the fuck?
Listen. What I'm saying is, you have all the money in the world, and you're only retiring your parents to Florida, not something way cooler than that. That's sad.
What if they want to
That's
go to
all I'm
Florida? Fuck
Drop them
stick.
off on
Well,
Everest,
then
bro.
listen. Then
Be original.
if they were born dumb, then they're born dumb. There's nothing you can do about it. I get it, but I just figured,
Listen,
Bye,
have
probably
you ever
wanna
been to
go to, like
Florida?
go to like Aruba or something cooler than that.
Yeah,
I don't
get
know.
them a Roomba.
If I had all the money, I'd get a Roomba.
Oh no, that's amazing.
I'm
He's
so mad.
broken.
I wanted to hang up this call. That was the most I've ever wanted to hang up a call.
Oh shit!
It's just like, no, he doesn't deserve it anymore.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, Jesus. Whose question was that? Was that Caden's?
That
Cadence.
was mine. Like,
Okay. I just wanted to see. I was like, all right, Dan, then you give one if you have one. Wow, what a great
Okay.
great podcast this is.
Well, since you guys are talking about money, well, no. Let's do this one. This one is a little more interesting, and I want explanations. They can be short, but which movie franchise would you rather be stuck in? I'm changing it a little bit, but that's my interpretation of it. Halloween, Friday the 13th, The Ring, The Grudge, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
0 for 6, but I've seen none of them. I was
What's
like,
wrong
he's,
with you?
he's gotta just say one I've seen. Just say one. He didn't.
The
He
Conjuring.
didn't.
There.
No. Pass.
You permanently reside in the parent house.
No.
have you
The
watched any
parent.
scary movies? Any 80s horror like films? Anything?
Oh no, they're super.
What?
They're corny, and there's just there's a lady with big boobs that has to die, and her tits have to be exposed during that time.
Listen,
And
in the 80s, that was scary shit. In your movie theater with your
Titties are
popcorn, like, oh my god. He was like, you're like, oh shit. Throw your popcorn up. That was the thing back then. Everybody threw their
Yeah.
popcorn when well, they called thrillers, not horror films, I would say.
Yeah.
The girl was like limping down the road. Oh my god. Michael's like just like walking behind her. Oh my god. Run, bitch. Like
Run!
I don't know where I would live. I live in the Friday the 13th universe. I'd fuck Michael up, dude.
Wrong. Friday the 13th, Jason.
Oh yeah. Halloween's Michael.
Yes.
Well.
idiot.
You don't know either, fucker.
That's a sin.
Actually, I did. After he said that, I was like, oh yeah, he's Halloween.
Well, I would say yeah, Halloween, because I would steer clear of lakes. I would not live in Friday the 13th. Michael,
That's
it's
like-
always some town somewhere.
Yeah. Haddonfield. Yeah. Like the easiest one in my opinion would be The Ring. Like if you just didn't have a VCR, she's screwed. Her
It's
message
true.
isn't reaching anyone. Like we moved to DVD. You're done. You ain't haunting shit. Like,
I'm sure
Texas
somewhere
Chainsaw.
some asshole will, figure out how to convert it to a file on a computer and post it on social media somewhere. And everybody
Yeah,
It's
dies.
Hell,
gonna be a
just to be
GIF in
spiteful.
no time.
Getting everybody. I would pick for sure. Probably pick. If I am me now, I'd pick probably Texas Chainsaw because yeah, I realized this now that I said a small explanation, but because he's the only one that's not basically immortal and a human, and he's also some inbred hillbilly who has no sense of like tactics or being quiet, or he just revs his chainsaw and yells real loud. So you could like stand across from him with a 308 from a cornfield and just.
Mm-hmm.
I like this guy. I like
Done.
this guy. Sounds cool.
Yep, that'd be.
Would
the
we
easiest
be
one to kill.
stupid like people in horror movies though?
Oh yeah, okay. So to be like, yeah, to do that, I don't know. I would have to say because that's also a very brutal death. If you go to Texas Chainsaw, that's brutal. Michael's probably the fastest in Halloween of those.
What's that commercial where they're like, they're in a corner like, oh, it's hiding that
Yeah.
that shed with the scary shed with all the tools and stuff. The guy's like, well, what about that running car right there? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Go to
Yeah,
the
I forgot about
shed.
that. Yep. Making all the
I'd
best
hope,
decisions.
I'd hope we're not that dumb in that universe.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
and tell you one thing, we all got big tits, so we're all fucked.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
Well, that
some
means
We
mud.
we'll
will be
survive.
exposed, titties in the breeze. Probably the first kill.
Those are the ones that like survive in those movies. All right, Cullen, you got to pick one. I don't even know. I can't believe you don't know any of them. That is. I don't know if that's sad. I feel like that's sad.
It's sad.
Saw, was that an option?
Oh, dude, Saw, you're done. You're toast. You on a previous podcast, you talked about deleting yourself. The internet goes out permanently. You think you can survive a death trap?
Is there internet after?
If the Reddit is accessible, then the trial is worth it. I mean,
All
fair.
right. I got you one.
All right.
You guys are gonna love this one.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather
Oh, that's a good one.
murder the cutest puppy to ever exist, or would you rather murder the cutest puppy to ever exist and all of your life problems will be solved, or keep that puppy as your pet?
How old's the puppy?
He's a pup. It's a puppy. It's a puppy. Like
How
a
old?
month. I don't know, 2 months.
A month? Yeah, that thing's be gone. He's going to God real fast.
Why is your life that bad?
Just a dog, bro.
What if you had to? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Wow, that's fucked up. Okay, Dan, I know you're deranged, so I don't even really need to ask you.
Yeah, I mean that's not. I would feel horrible about it because it's just an innocent little puppy, but I don't know. It's not going to be my current dog, so it is what it is. All my life problems could be solved. There's definitely an endless well of therapy out there for that. I'll be fine.
And you will ignore it all.
Yes.
I pick keeping the puppy as a pet. Damo needs a friend.
You got a cat, bro.
Cat's trash.
Yeah.
Cat's trash.
Was it Friday or Thursday you asked me, Colin?
I think it was Thursday.
He's like, hey, bro, you want a cat? I was like, why? He's like, Colin just got a brand new iPad. He's like, everywhere in the house, this cat could puke. Decides to puke on my new iPad.
Oh,
Like, nah, I don't want that problem.
that's rough.
I wanted her to be a shed kitty. I was like, I'm just gonna give her some food out there, give her a little hole to crawl through. She can live outside, but unfortunately, I actually like the cat. So even though she sucks,
She's like, oh, this is new. Let me just puke on this.
thanks, cat.
Was it just on the screen, or was it like?
It was on the corner of the screen, and I had just put my case on, so there was like 3 layers.
Oh hell yeah!
I didn't have to clean it, so I'm assuming it was quite bad. I asked the question, right? So you guys are puppy killers, and I'm not. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's write that down. Let's tweet that out. Dan, Caden love murdering puppies. Cullen, known puppy lover. Who's next? Is it Caden?
Sure. Would you rather have permanently bad breath or have all the people around you with bad breath? Either you're giving it or smelling it.
So one of the things is one I already deal with, and the other one's me having bad breath. I think.
Woof.
Whoa.
I think I'm just gonna stick with my current life and stay away from you stinky fucks.
That's who you're talking about.
I wasn't talking about anyone specific. It's called sarcasm. You ever heard of it?
No. There we go.
There.
You're welcome.
I mean, I barely talk like excessively anyway at work and shit, so I think that'll be fine. I'll do that.
As for a small child, Yeah, I think I'm gonna let you guys all have stinky breath because, like, I don't talk close to people.
It's true. That
If
that
I'm
is a
close enough to you to smell your breath, then something's
yeah.
wrong.
I agree with that. I definitely don't. I don't even like people getting up to me to talk like that. That's not something I enjoy.
Great
We all
question,
know
Dan. You're next.
that one teacher that like, had like yeah, you got to take the 2 and carry it over the 5, and it's like,
Just like right here. Fucking-
stop talking,
Oh, God.
please.
you think you got it bad? His ass is in some other kid's face next to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, one listener could just smell your breath from that. Guaranteed. One of them's gonna be
That's rough.
like, "Ugh."
Okay.
Dan, you're up.
Here's something that that me and my wife go through daily. It transfers which end you're on. Would you rather have to repeat everything 1,000 times to would you rather have to have things repeated 1,000 times each to understand it completely, or have to repeat yourself 1,000 times to everyone to be understood?
Those are both dreams for Caden because Caden is the king of retelling stories. So
Yeah.
either one of those works pretty well for him. He's like, well, I gotta tell him 1,000 times either way.
Listen, bud,
Lesson. There it is.
I just forget when I tell you things.
Well, listen.
And all you
You
gotta
told
say
me
is,
every
you already told me
story
that,
at least
Caden.
12 times. I do.
You
I do.
remember them all, don't you?
And you get sad now.
You remember them all?
Because I'm like, brother, you've told me that 4 fucking times. What was the question?
Have things.
I picked neither.
Okay, well that can't be done. You just had us murder a puppy. Like,
I didn't make you pick the
Suck it
fucking
up.
devil. I didn't make you pick the demon choice. You did that willingly.
have to have things repeated 1,000 times to understand it, or repeat yourself 1,000 times to be understood.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have something repeated to me, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You would sit there if someone's like, and if you're ever like, wait, how does that work? And they're like, you turn it on, you turn it on, you turn it on, you turn it on, you turn it like for an hour and a half sitting at the Apple Genius Bar or whatever. Oh man, that'd be rough.
Could I just like record their voice
I was about to say that.
and then like put it on like 4 times speed and just listen to it for like, I don't know, 20 minutes and then be done?
I don't know. There's
think that's how
definitely
I do
probably.
that. Could you imagine how many jobs you get fired from?
That would be amazing. Well,
You're
let's.
trying to work at Subway and they're like, you got to cut the bread. You got to cut the bread. You've made literally 102 people's sandwiches and you're still looking over at your manager every time after you grab the bread. You're like, what do I do now?
There's.
That's a good
So
point.
it's kind of. Would you rather that conundrum it go both ways? You have to have it explained to you 1,000 times and have to explain yourself 1,000 times every time, or you had to pick that, or become blind and hard of hearing permanently with no shortcuts.
So I'm just fucking alone in the world. Got it.
I mean, that's you now.
I'm Helen Keller.
Yeah, but you could you could still pod. You could throw headphones up and dial it all the way up, and you'd hear us whispering to you while we scream. Because it's hard of hearing, not deaf.
That just sounds terrible. I think I take the first option.
Yeah, I take the former.
I would really love to mess with you if you couldn't see. That'd be awesome. I would rearrange everything constantly.
Wow, Dan. Way to be problematic on the pod.
It's all good.
Dan likes... Never mind. I'm not going to say it. You guys can come to the conclusion yourself. Because you're gross. Did everyone answer that? Caden?
Yeah.
Caden, you said the first thing. Dan,
Yes,
what
sir.
did you say?
The first part, I'd definitely rather have them repeat to me 1,000 times because I can just I don't know, not listen.
I feel like that doesn't count if you're not listening.
Well, I just don't need to understand it then. By God. I got through 29 years without learning this information.
You have to be explained how to breathe.
That would be awesome.
You got to hold your breath
The doctor's
for
just sitting there
17
yelling at a
solid
newborn.
minutes. Yes. You can't hold your breath for 17 minutes. You're a goner. There's a very limited amount of people in the world.
Oh,
Imagine
no,
forgetting
really
how
learn
to
anything.
breathe, though. That's some scary shit. It just freaking out because you don't know what to do.
If you start thinking about it, you forget how to.
That is amazing.
Think about yourself breathing right now. Think about how you're breathing, and you're just like gonna be like, wait, what? How do I do it? Okay. I guess it's my turn. Shit. Heck, I'm
Yep.
unprepared.
Yep. Maybe this might be the
Would
first
you
time.
rather have a hand where your penis should be or have penises where your hands should be? Mic drop.
Dude. All right. Do
That's
what
a
now?
mess. You thought that was worth it?
Would you rather have a hand where your penis should be or have penises where your hand should be?
So either 3 dicks
All
or
hands or all
all
dicks?
hands.
Yes, all hands or all dicks.
I don't know. I'd say hands because you couldn't function anymore.
I just like to think about like going to shake someone's hand and they're expecting a hand and it's a penis.
It's a floppy dick just here, man. That's going.
I made a choice. I'm sorry.
I think a slap would be much more insulting that way as well.
Oh yeah,
That'd
for
be
sure.
awesome.
Probably more painful. Well, depending.
For you, yeah.
For Caden, probably wouldn't really feel it. That was a good joke. Thank you, people. So yeah,
I don't know what to say to that. I was
need
trying
to
to think of
find a way
something
to-
witty to say, but
We need to remove his permissions to the soundboard.
that's what I said.
I pick hands.
This guy wants to have a boo button.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Why you say boo button weird?
You
say
say
it
the
like
same
too
way.
aggressive. You say it so no.
Boo button.
Stop it.
Booba button.
So yeah, hands. Hands is final choice. Dan, what's your final choice?
Hands, yeah.
God.
I have one, and I think it would be kind of funny. It'll probably flop, but I didn't know if Caden had one.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm not prepared.
No, it's all good. What would you rather happen after your death? New Game Plus, spectate mode, or next level?
Oh shit.
New Game Plus.
Yeah, New Game Plus.
New Game Plus. I agree with that. The fucking New Game, looking at it as New Game, it's just a funny way to look at it because we all knew exactly what it pertained to. You know what I mean? But I've never heard it explained that way. But I'm like, to be able to relive my life with what I know now would be amazing. And in spectate, you're just this ghost floating around, watching your loved ones move on. And then next level is, well, for us, it's going to be warm. But
I think
New Game Plus, that's awesome.
I just like to think that next level was like a different universe. In a
Okay.
different life.
Well, yeah.
Or like reincarnation, not
that would
hell.
be New Game Plus. Just without the memory wipe.
No, reincarnation, like you could be anything. You could be a cow. Like you don't
I
know
would
what the next
hate
level
to be
is.
a cow. That would suck.
You
ass.
already are.
Fair.
Poor guy. Yeah, definitely New Game Plus. Like reliving your life with knowing everything you know. That would have to be so cool. You'd win. That's probably how billionaires become billionaires.
That's true. You got one?
Yeah. Would you rather be itchy forever or sticky forever?
Ooh.
Oh God, sticky.
Like all over?
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, that's just
Dan's just in his office like Peter Parker when he first gets the powers and everything's sticking to him. He's like, fuck.
that would be trash.
Fucking breaking keyboards.
I'd have.
Would you rather be Poison Ivy Man or
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Sticky would be less
Flytrap
irritating.
Man?
I would feel like. Yeah, I'd have to pick that.
Yeah.
I'd live in those like long sleeve athletic shirts or whatever.
Can I just be Spider-Man?
No.
Spider-Man's sticky,
Oh.
but he is.
His hands are sticky.
Exactly.
Everything's sticky.
Yeah, that's fine. I could crawl up the webs with my fucking knees. I don't know. Or the webs, the walls.
Or you'd be stuck to the wall.
if you're that damn sticky, I think like you're you're gonna mess around and like have your hand touch something one time and you're just there. Like you're either gonna destroy this property or
And you go like this. You
Yep.
grab like this. You're like, oh, then you're stuck like
You rip your hand off and it takes all your skin off and you're just a skeleton man.
that.
You just turn into Ghost Rider. I get to be 2 superheroes. That's pretty sick.
Okay.
Yeah, I pick Sticky.
You got one?
Yeah, I agree with. I take Sticky as well.
Itchy's just
Being
a
itchy is just the
consistent.
worst.
Yeah, it's terrible, especially all over. That would be fucking unbearable.
All right. Would you rather drink a gallon of mayonnaise or a gallon of ketchup?
Oh God.
I think ketchup would probably be easier.
How do you
I think.
drink mayonnaise? I don't think you can drink mayonnaise. I think you have to spoon mayonnaise, but you could probably drink ketchup.
Okay. Spoon a fucking gallon of ketchup or spoon a gallon of mayonnaise?
I was just
God.
saying.
Neither's top
If you
tier.
had to drink it through a straw, you imagine how long it would take you to drink a gallon of mayo.
Get you a milkshake straw.
Your muscles on your forehead would be so defined.
I think your arteries would give out long before that happened.
Yeah.
We're well on the way there, friend. It's okay.
That's fair.
What
I would have
else
to.
is new?
Man, that's terrible.
I think ketchup would probably be easier, but all the sugar probably
Well, that yeah,
go to cardiac arrest before you finish it.
Yeah, I'd have to say probably the ketchup, but man, neither is a good choice.
Can I half and half it? Can I mayo chop this bitch?
What do they call that in Step Brothers? Secret sauce or some stuff.
Yeah, something like that.
But
I'm in. That's what my plan is. No way, I don't have to, get a little change of pace in there.
Ready for another one?
Sure.
All right.
Didn't know if anyone else had anything else to say.
Would you rather have your farts be very loud, smell like nothing, or quiet and smell horrible?
Loud, because loud farts are funny.
yeah, loud has the comedic value, and no stink is also cool too. I was gonna say silent would be good because you can just rip that shit anywhere and just look around. But I don't know. Yeah, I do loud.
In the middle of a fucking meeting, and you just like, everybody's like, "Oh, what the?" like,
Someone's
you'd be
peeking
like,
in the trash
"Who
can.
did this?
Who did this to us?
Who did this?"
I just like to think about if you're the loud fart guy, you just start ripping ass all the time in front of people, and eventually they learn that you have the nastiest farts ever, like sound wise, but then they never smell and they just think it's like a cool party trick.
All right.
Well, you get credit that way.
I got one to make you cringe. That's what I just cringed about. Would you rather pull out your own thumbnail with a fork or put a toothpick under your toes and kick a wall?
Why you say these things?
Dude, that's
We just lost 12 listeners. All 12
thumbnail.
of them.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Thumbnail with a fork for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Why? I don't want to pick.
Kick
I
a
refuse to pick.
wall. Oh, under your toe?
Because you're just fucking destroying your life at that point. You
object.
got a toothpick shoved into the wick of your toenail, and you're fuck yeah. I'll dig a fork into the wick of my thumb, and I'll move on with my day. The foot one, that's
It'd be easier with a pair of pliers, but like with
a fork.
And you
is
had to
brutal. But hey,
you
I
gotta
mean, I'll
use a
still choose
plastic
that.
fork. And every time it breaks, you gotta get a new one. Oh,
I'd still pick the thumb.
oh man! You imagine kicking a wall with a toothpick?
Yeah, that's
under your
I'm
toe?
good. Because either way, that toenail's got to come off again as well, and that toothpick's going to cause more damage than. Oh man, fuck yeah, I'm good. I'll do the fork.
I object to the question entirely.
Pick one,
No.
coward.
Pick one.
No.
Diet on a hill.
No. I object.
Ooh.
Why are you smacking your table when you do
I
that?
love
Because
it.
I
I
thought
like
you'd
it.
be fucking spamming the button.
It's not the
Yeah.
real butt. It's not
Just
a real butt.
buh.
Just the click of the mouse.
Did you pick Caden?
Yeah, be my fork, the nail.
The
I think.
fork thumb. Yep.
Cowards.
Yeah, I'm kicking the shit out of that wall.
All right, let's see if we got anything else.
I got.
There's-
But would you? Which permanent upgrade would you rather have? Never have to use the bathroom again. Never have to eat or drink, or never have to bathe. I feel like the bathe one's kind of cheap, but whatever.
I think the
Just
bathe
because you
is my
don't
answer.
have to doesn't mean you can't.
No, you're just permanently clean, fresh and clean. You have unlimited energy. You don't have to eat or drink, and you never have to use the restroom again.
Eat or drink.
That's what I picked.
Yeah, me too.
The bathroom one, that one's close. But eat or drink just has so many more uses. Like
You also don't eat or drink. Why would you have to go to the bathroom?
I guess that's true. Well, I guess
I broke the question.
Yeah,
I get 2.
That's fair though. They didn't consider that when they made it, and I didn't consider it. So you said it. That's a good point. But anyway, that was just a quick one I had.
You just still have to go to the bathroom at the same rates as before for no reason.
Yeah, right. Maybe your body just still produces waste.
What am I pissing out? All right, I got one more. We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, gross one.
Would you rather live half a year with an ostrich? You would have to take him with you everywhere you go, shopping, working, and so on. Or would you sleep 1 year without a blanket?
No blanket, bud.
I can't.
You don't want to be homies with an ostrich?
I was about to say that. How much I would flex with this ostrich.
Dan's driving to work with the ostrich in the bed of his truck every day.
That ostrich will have pit vipers.
Stop it. We're not being a pit viper podcast. We're not doing that.
The ostrich is, Colin. Let it live its life.
He's a pit viper ostrich.
And I'm going to name him Travis, so he's an extra douche.
Oh, no.
Dear God. Does he drive a Jeep Wrangler?
Yes, and wears tap-out shirts.
An ostrich in a tap-out shirt. Now that's something you don't want to see. That's the shit of nightmares. You see that, you know your life's coming to an end.
That's right.
Dude, I bet that guy does fucking MMA, bro.
I bet that guy's mom had $5 when he was at Walmart. Ah, shit.
Other than the jokes, though, I would honestly probably pick the blanket. I could take or leave a blanket anyway.
No, you couldn't. Try sleeping for a week without a blanket. I bet you would be like, this fucking blows. Do it, Dan.
I hate to be this guy, but I have. It's not that bad.
Where?
The field. Colin.
The field?
You have an isomat, and you have a bivy sack if you want to use it. But
so, before we wrap up here, I had a suggestion, and I'm going to suggest it here so everyone can see that you guys are all fucking cowards.
No,
if you don't take me up on my offer. So, I was thinking to get some viewership, whatnot. We could do a weight loss contest.
Oh,
and the winner gets to keep his shirt on during that episode, and the other 2 have to be shirtless.
I love it. I'm in.
So, although I was also like, well, if one of us lost enough weight, like he'd probably want to have his shirt off for that one, and the other 2 had to keep their shirt on.
Well, I mean, it's going to be like this. It's not like you're going to have a full frame anyway.
Oh no, I think if we do that, we got to go back to Discord for just like one episode, so you can see the titties.
So you can see the titties. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm also in. Be real sad if I lose. Be real sad if I lose.
Dude, you're going to. What's just so we're all clear, we all just agree to this, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. What's the stipulations? Do we have rules yet, or is this something you just concocted?
Something I thought of.
Like, is there a time frame you've got, or no?
I was thinking like a decent time frame, not like a couple weeks or anything. Like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, something like that.
Jeez, damn.
Okay. Like an actual amount of time.
Well, I mean,
because fucking if
let me go make some Taco Bell trips first before we start this and get our
say,
starting weight.
So I'm saying if you start weak, then, like also just the longer it is, like it's not like Caden can just not drink water for 2 days and then show up to the weigh-in and be like, Beefcake.
Beefcake.
Like what he's been eating Taco Bell the whole time.
I just got medication to fix my feet, and Sedan's back, or we'll be back to running.
Dan's back.
I haven't ran since February. Man, that shit's trash. But yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm all about it.
You've ran from the healing process, Daniel.
I don't run from the Lord.
All right, so we're all
okay.
in. We can discuss this. We can discuss the specifics, and we can tell the people on the next episode or something.
I love this. This is awesome.
So, anyone got anything they want to tell the viewers before we leave?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Boo!
I knew it. God, I knew it.
I was waiting for it.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're too kind. Oh my God, he's so sweet.
This is
Thank
where
you.
we need the boo.
This podcast is available on all podcast launchers. You can find us on YouTube if you'd like a video version. We're also active on Twitter at HighViz Podcast. Our Facebook page is Highly Visible Podcast. And we have a TikTok that's at HighViz Podcast as well. Thanks, guys. Check us out.